gentlemen, welcome to the Esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I am Falak Khan, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leaders interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven success formulas for many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge-sharing community. We have one such industry titan on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Ms. Karthigai Natarajan. Hello, welcome, Ms. Karthigai. We are glad to have you here today with us on FaceTime with Leaders.
Hello, ma'am. Thank you for inviting me to join.
Thank you so much for being here. So let me give you a quick brief about Ms. Karthigai Natarajan. In the world of corporate leadership, she stands as a testament to unwavering dedication, resilience, and a remarkable journey that spans over 3 decades. Since joining the esteemed NLC India Limited as a graduate engineer trainee in 1987, her career trajectory has been nothing short of impressive. Currently serving as the executive director, heading 5 critical departments, she has played a pivotal role in the growth and success of NLC India Limited, a prominent Navratna CPSE in the mining and power industry. So, Ms. Natarajan, to begin with, could you let our viewers know in brief about your career journey so far?
Yeah, thank you for that, ma'am. I joined in NLCL in 1987. Straight away, I was put out from the college to work for preparing the budget revision for our thermal power station 2, stage 2. Then 5 years, I worked there in the technical planning division. Subsequently, I was put to take care of the O&M planning of a thermal power station 2. And then there we had challenges of the rain days and so many outages and all those things. We used to send the reports to the management and the ministries. Then afterwards, I was put to work under corporate contracts division, which takes care of the contracts, deals with the assets and the new projects, renovation and modernization of the existing power plants and mining, and the procurement of the mining, specialized mining equipments. Almost 25 years I was in the corporate contracts division. And after becoming a general manager, I was given an opportunity to head the material management and the stores for the entire company, which takes care of the running power plants, mines, and also the services units such as general hospital, township administration, transport department. For all those things, I was involved as a head to procure the spares and consumables. It huge quantities. It is a very challenging job for me as soon as I was transferred from corporate contract department. And I had an opportunity when I was in corporate contracts department to deal with the international bidders. We have some 4 or 5 countries like Koreans, Germans, Americans, Chinese. And with this, I had a very excellent opportunity to learn their culture as well as how to negotiate. I developed my negotiation skills while how to do the contracting. So that was my passion to work in the corporate contracts division. And subsequently, as the need arises, I was put to head the material management, wherein I can say that I did wonders, wherein the government e-marketplace, that is the dream of our Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister, and Commercial Minister Piyush Goyalji. And, we did more than 1,000 crores in my tenure of procurement in the GEM portal. And we stood number 1 among the top 20 central PSUs. So in that manner, I did my professional career in such a way that as and when it was required by the company. And in fact, I was involved in finalizing almost all the thermal power plants packages. It is a huge contract. And then our subsidies companies, NTPL, that is Neyveli Lignite Corporation, and the Tamil Nadu Power Generation Company, TNEB. Now it is a Tangenco. Jointly, that is a joint venture of NLC, and the joint venture between the NLC and the NEPPL, RVUN. That together we did our tendering activities for that Ghatampur, which is in the Kanpur district. For that also from Neyveli we finalized the tenders. That is, it is wonderful, and in fact we made that pre-processing activities. As soon as the government sanctions, we placed the order within a week time. That is the very record time we did it. And our Neyveli new thermal power plant, which is the number one in the country of bigger size 500 megawatt lignite based thermal power plant, in which I was involved in finalizing the contract. And it was very challenging to do that and to interact with the bidders. And all the projects were running into crores and crores, and so much of risk also involved in finalizing the contracts. And successfully I did all these projects. It's what that is my professional this thing. And I raised up to the executive director. That is the opportunity given to me was utilized properly in the interest of the company as well as in the interest of the country. This is what I wanted to say about my professional journey.
Yes. So, wow, that's really an interesting and a wonderful career journey so far, I must say. So, moving ahead, we want to know, like, what are some values and principles you follow in your professional and personal life, and what keeps you motivated?
See, in the professional life, what I would like to say is the value which I really follow is we should not keep things pending. That is the mantra that I followed in my entire professional career. And I forget myself when I enter into the office. That is sometimes that is my strength, as well as in the personal manner, it will be a weakness for me. As soon as I enter in the office, I will forget everything. I will clear everything, then only I get out of the office. And I made my team also to work in such a manner, the way in which I foresee things, it has to happen. And when I send any proposals, it should be cleared in the first time itself. There should not be any queries or something like that. So this is how I made my professional life, and I'm having a value of integrity, and I will not go for any obligation to anyone. That is my strength. So I stood as a lion, I can say, in my professional career. And people used to say that I am the authority in the contracts and purchase. Even now, even I got superannuated recently on 31/5/2023, but the management is inviting me to take the classes and to share my knowledge to the youngsters and the young leaders, so that they can put the procedures and the systems in the place, so that tomorrow there will not be any problem while finalizing the tenders. And in my career, I never feared about anything, and courage is the strength, and I will rise to the occasion, and I will make my team also to do the same thing. I conducted many vendor meets, taken care of the public procurement policies, and all those things. Whatever our government says, we will have to follow in the interest of the community and the countries to go. That is how I did. In the personal thing, I did a regular puja. That is my strength. People used to ask me, I think it is not out of place for me to mention here.
Of course.
People used to ask me that where from you are getting energy from morning 9 o'clock to even sometimes the techno-commercial discussions with the international bidders used to go up to early morning 3 o'clock. But morning 9 to 3, I alone will be in the same phase of energy. And even the vendors or the bidders, international bidders used to ask me, where from you are getting this energy? And I said, I don't know. It comes.
Of course.
So I spend my main priority is prayer in the morning. If I
Right.
go without doing that, then that will be a bad thing for me. But
Right.
I used to maintain that after puja only I will go, and I am least bothered about my food and my kitchen.
My God.
That is the thing. I worked my professional this thing is work, nothing else. I never bothered about myself and my family, anybody.
You've been a workaholic.
Yeah, that's what people also used to. But the thing is, I expect the same thing from everyone. Sometimes
Right.
it may not be liked by all.
Yes.
Even though most of my team has liked it, but sometimes one or two, maybe exceptions, they may not like it. But the strength is we should not keep the things pending. No obligation for us, we'll have to go to anyone. And the most trusted person in NLC India Limited, myself. I can claim that.
Wow, that's really very great. I must say, like a real great thought. And I also believe the same as you just mentioned. Like, like obviously like morning prayers before stepping out for work and all, they are very much important because I think that is what keeps you going. So even like personally, even I feel something in my conscious if I like, if it's the prayer time and if I don't pray and go, so I feel no, I have to. Because obviously if you're doing something good, if you're planning your day, if you're starting the day, so that's very much important.
Yeah,
So,
we are not sure. We are not sure. We are sure about this minute only. We are not sure about the future.
right.
Anything may happen. So we should not keep the things pending for the next day. We should start every day as fresh.
Right. Yeah. So we want to know, like, how does it feel to be recognized with the IVA, that is All India Women Achievers Award, as an outstanding professional woman?
Yeah, see, as I talked now, the same thing I wrote and I applied. And in fact, I forgot to say that in NLC India Limited, I was the internal compliance committee chairman, which takes care of the sexual harassment of the working women in the company. I served there for 2 tenures. And also I was the president of the Women in Public Sector Undertaking. And we did so many communal development activities in and around. And the sexual harassment cases, as and when it was referred, and we made circulars and all those things. And so many SOPs we made. With this thing, I applied to the IVA, and they also interviewed like what is happening now. It has been interviewed, and they considered that me as a outstanding professional woman, along with my professional career and all these ICC and these WIPs and all those things. And by the way, I am the I have been given with a diploma of the fellow in the Institution of Technical Arbitrators, and also the fellow in Industrial Institution of Engineers. So these are all the strengths for me. So they considered me as a outstanding professional woman.
Wow, that's indeed very commendable, I must say. So when we talk about ESG and corporate governance, we want to know, like, how and when did you develop an interest in ESG and corporate governance?
See, actually, in the early 20, I think 15, in 2015 or so, I was sponsored for a training program to the 6 European countries, where I have seen the Siemens office. It was fully with the natural lighting and natural cooling, with so much of greens inside the office. So I was astonished at the way in which they are conserving the nature. So I thought that is the seed that was came in my mind to show interest on ESG. And then subsequently, as you might have seen, you also already told that I was heading the environment department, Central Environment Department of NLCL also. And since I came to know that a National Green Tribunal and the State Pollution Control and the Central Pollution Control, all these things, unless otherwise we have the things in the proper manner of keeping the SOPs and the procedures to preserve the nature for the future. And that will be the best thing that we can have to do it for the next generation. So I made it in my mind to show and to learn the things in the ESG also.
That's really great, I must say. So our next question is also on the similar lines. Like, as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
See, as I already told, that giving to the next generation, not only the properties, money, and all those things, but we should give the nature without, with minimum disturbance to the next generation, so that as we lived, they will also live. As we enjoyed, they will also enjoy. So this culture of giving to others, helping to others,
Right.
the main thing God has given, and we will have to give at least to some extent for the next generation. So
Right.
that is how we will have to act and run in our personal life without affecting much the natural things, and also the professional life also, by putting any new project and all those things which should have the compliance of all the environment and the social. We will have to take care of the society, you know, at this thing. Then only, that is why the government is putting so many schemes to bring everyone to the good level of living condition. So we should take care of them. So that is the thing that I wanted to do while I became an expert in the ESG also.
That's great. Very, very great, I must say. So when we talk about technology, as someone working closely with technology, what are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology? And what changes do you expect to see with the advent of IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, big data, and Web 3.0?
See, actually, when I was in corporate contract as well as in the material management, I was the main team who did the contracts manual as well as the purchase manual, and all these things were digitized in our period in both contracts as well as in the material management complex. Previously, we were using only the volumes, that is the online material management system. Subsequently, this SAP was introduced, and it is a very challenging for our team to cope up. And somehow the things have been improved, and we could able to do more than 1,500 crores of business in the SAP also. Then suddenly this gem started coming inside government e-marketplace, and there are guidelines that we should go for the procurement only through the GEM portal to maintain the transparency and the competitiveness and all those things, to get the good value for the price, and the money which we spend should be the economical way that we'll have to spend. So with all these things, you know, I made my people to raise to the occasion and to do the business so that the company can run without any issues. So to that way that we have adopted, and our team also adopted, I motivated them. We will have to live with the challenges. So we made it. Like this is the chat GPT, the TAA, W3, and all those things will come. Definitely, you know, see, as a child, we were crawling. Then we are not just like that keeping as it is. We started walking, then running, and we are learning things and doing wonders. In the same manner, whatever comes, we have to adopt ourselves and rise to the new technologies That is the way that we will have to succeed. Changes has to come. Change is inevitable. We will have to accept and to do the things for the leading the successful life. Let it be in the professional or in the personal.
Right, true. That's indeed very true, I must say. So, moving ahead, like we are building a community of industry magnets, as you know. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. So, what are your thoughts about this initiative taken about by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Hemal Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation team?
See, actually, when I was just going through the Facebook page, I got acquainted with this advertisement. So I thought of joining. Then I joined, and now I completed that ID exam also. I got the certification. But the way in which the course is programmed and the online recordings which Mr. Pathan is giving on the every subject, even though the textbook was there, but the way in which he put forth the things. And Mr. Hemal Mehta, and they got the recently award also for developing these professionals, which will be useful not only for our country and to the international level. They are making our professionals to glorify the world. So unless otherwise this sort of initiation from somebody is there, our potentials and our talents will not be known to the world, like our Prime Minister is doing. And in fact, Mr. Pathan and Mr. Hemal is supporting, or they are making themselves to make the dream of our PMG to come true, so that so many professionals from our country will help our country to grow, as well as the international community also. Yes. So it is hats off to them, both of them. And the whole team, if you allow me, I can say the names also. They are tremendously giving their help and coordinating, and the live sessions by the industrial specialist and the Mr. Sundaresan Jayamurthy live sessions, the last 10 live sessions were extremely good, excellent. They are doing very excellent job. I mean, I can say that I am too small to praise them, because they are making leaders like anything. The number of leaders are being made by both of them. Hats off.
These have been really very kind words by you, I must say. So it was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will inspire future leaders. Thank you, Ms. Karthigai Natarajan, for joining us today. We wish you the best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute unquestionably has expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds. And all the wonderful different teachings and principles that you've shared with us, your amazing, wonderful career journey so far, I'm sure like everyone watching this, it is going to help them, inspire them, and grow in their careers as well. So thank you so much for being with us today on FaceTime with Leaders.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.